What's up, Hot Sauce here, battle for you guys here today. Okay, against some kid named Nomad or something. Okay, he brings out Gengar, bring out my Registeel. He goes for the Hypnosis and puts me to sleep. I went for the Thunder Wave, but look at that, I can't do it because I'm asleep. Okay, well, I switch out into my Jolteon because I know I can take a Shadow or whatever it wants to throw at me, but it ends up substituting, and I'm kind of scared because substitute is bad on anything. Well, I Shadow Ball to break the sub, and it would have probably killed that Gengar with... He goes for Shadow Ball, and this thing goes so slow. He goes for Shadow Ball, and it does roughly a little bit more than half of my life. Now, I know it has leftovers, so yeah, leftovers Gengar is pretty lol. He brings out a Togekiss, which was a pretty good move because, you know, I might have went for the Thunderbolt, but whatever. Okay, I bring out my Registeel, or my Sleeping Registeel, so I can wall it. He switches out thinking that I'm going to do Thunderbolt, and he switches into Evire. Now, kind of scared of Evire. I don't know what it wants to do, so I just switch into my Leafetry because most Evires are physical, and this thing's a physical wall. He switches out as I go for the Grass Whistle, and it hits his Togekiss. Now, I'm kind of thinking what I want to do right here. I have a couple moves on this Leafeon that are pretty weird. One, which is Covet. And what Covet does is, it's a normal type attack that steals your opponent's item 100% of the time. And yeah, I'm pretty happy because I got leftovers from Togekiss, and tanks love leftovers. So I go for a Wish right here, thinking that it would wake up and air slash me right here, but I guess it didn't. I switch out so I could pass the Wish to my Porygon Z, my hello what Porygon Z, and it wakes up here and air slashes me. I take it fairly well for something that's not too physical, or that's not too wally. Or Wish brings my HP back to full, and now my Toxic Orb activates on my Porygon Z. Now, Toxic Orb on Porygon Z, that's pretty funny. Well, I go for the Facade because that's what this Porygon Z does, but he switches into his Gengar, and I'm like, oh crud, I didn't think he would do that. I don't. I take some poison damage. I switch out, and I switch into my Jolteon, and he substitutes. Now I know I have to get that thing dead, or I have to get that sub dead, or else probably another extra guy has to die. So I just stay in and I Shadow Ball it, whatever. And he Focus Punches Focus Punch hits me right here, and bam, right to the face. Focus Punch to the face. And that's cruelty to animals right there, dude. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, well, my Jolteon goes bye-bye. He goes to take a nap, and yeah, I'm kind of shaking right now, or I'm pretty scared right now. Down 5-6. I go for the Leaf Storm on my Lizard Man, but he switches out into a Togekiss, and let's see, my Lizard Man's Choice Specs, Timid Choice Specs, it does, I want to say half, but I'm not really sure because of the Covet damage. I switch out because I'm -2, no way I'm going to kill that thing. I switch out into my Heatran because I think that it's going to flamethrower me, but it wishes, which is I've really never seen a wish on a Togekiss, and yeah, I explode on it on his Togekiss, and that was probably the worst misclick I've ever had during a Wi-Fi match, because now I'm down 2 sweepers, and even though I took out one of his guys, I felt like it wasn't really an important guy, and I could have taken it out with something else, but he switches into his Gengar. I go back into my Lizard Man, and he doesn't get his wish, which is kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because I killed his Gengar, but then whatever. Well, I Leaf Storm his Gengar, despite the 1/2 damage due to its poison typing. Lizard Man takes it out because Lizard Man's a beast. Now he brings in his Padfoot or his Umbreon. I have to switch out because -2 can't do anything. He Confuse Rays my Porygon Z, which is kind of bad for me because, yeah, this Porygon Z is EV physically, so if I hit myself in the face, then it's gonna hurt a little bit. And that I do. I hit myself in the face. It does a big chunk. Now he screeches me, and right here I was so confused. I didn't know what he was gonna do, and also he used Confuse Ray, so just get that. Okay, whatever. I tried to switch out, and he pursues me, and I was really surprised. Pursuit on Umbreon with Screech. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick set. I mean, I love making original sets for Pokemon. Facade, Porygon Zeke, and Covet Leafeon. Pretty awesome. Okay, well, I switch into my Registeel, and he goes into his Evire. And Registeel still hasn't woken up. Yeah. He flamethrowers me, and I'm just chilling. My Registeel takes it pretty well. It does about 1/3. And I'm gonna get 1/16 back from leftovers, so not too bad, I guess. Now, I stay in again because I need to wake up, because, yeah, Registeel is a beast. If it's awake, it's a beast. If it's asleep, it's not awesome. He switches to Cross Chop, hoping he's gonna get a crit, is what I believe. Well, by switching to physical, I can now switch into my physical wall to take his Cross Chops, which is what I do. I switch into Leafetry, he Cross Chops me, and I take it fairly well, like 60 points of damage maybe. Now, right here I should have wished, but I take his Flamethrower, and then I damage ticking versus Recorder is uber slow. Okay, I go for the Grass Whistle, and it misses. So pretty much this Leafeon, I Detect Stall it for some leftover gain, and I go for a second Detect, or after leftovers, I go for a second Detect to get more leftovers. And after that, I'm hoping that I can live a Flamethrower and wish it off, but not likely. Flamethrower burns my Leafetry. Oh no, the Leafetry is burning. Aww. Okay, well, I switch into my Lizard Man, sorry, TV, and I Leaf Storm his Evire in the face. Right here, I was kind of scared because I thought that it had a focus band, or it might have a focus band, but as its HP drops to 0, and I'm flexing a little bit, you know. Probably had like leftovers or extra, I don't know, probably leftovers. Okay, well, he switches into his Padfoot, switch out, can't really do anything, and he Confuse Rays my Registeel doesn't mind Confuse Ray at all. That it does not. Gain some leftovers. He screeches me, which I kind of thought was odd. Maybe it was a misclick. I wake up and I go for a T-Wave. I really don't care about Synchronize. Registeel's ready as slow as dirt. The only thing that would be a downside would be to get paralyzed hacks, but that doesn't happen, right? It doesn't happen. Now, this paralyzed right here kind of got me mad. Well, later in the game you'll see. Right here I think I either go for a rest or a seismic toss. Or no, I think I go for stealth rocks actually. Well, I get paralyzed hacks and I know he's going to go for the earthquakes, so I go for the rest right here. Pretty late to be setting up stealth rocks though. And his earthquake is going to hurt a lot. It leaves me with 12 HP and come on, I'm gonna get this. I didn't get the rest off because paralyzed hacks, and I'm kinda in a pickle right now. It's 2-4 I think. I switch out to my lizard man, or 2-3. He earthquakes me and I don't take the earthquake as well as I thought I would. It does about, I want to say 45% or 50%. He switches out fearing the Leaf Storm, which I do, and he brings in his Umbreon, his paralyzed Umbreon. And it does a pretty decent amount, but it does like 60%, 63% maybe. And right here, I stay in, or I'm at -2 right now, pondering a little bit. I stay in and go for another Leaf Storm, and and it doesn't kill it. Did I do like max damage and then min damage? I don't know. -2. That made me mad, and I'm gonna kill his Umbreon right here, and my Thunder Wave for Registeel didn't really matter on this guy because he didn't get paralyzed hacks whatsoever. That kinda made me mad. So finish it off with a Leaf Storm, and I'm at -6 right now. So of course I'm gonna leave my Lizard Man in because Lizard Man's a beast. He brings out his Gliscor, and I switch out. I wasn't gonna stay in at -6. You guys are crazy. Okay, well, anyways, switch into my Registeel, and he Ice Fangs me, and Registeel's a beast. 14 damage. It only does 14 damage to my Registeel, and Registeel's flexing a bit, but right here I thought he was gonna predict my switch into Sceptile and go for Ice Fang again, but I didn't, and I stayed in, and he Earthquaked me, which would have been an awesome play if I switched into Sceptile, because okay, well, Lizard Man comes in, and I'm gonna Leaf Storm him, and Leaf Storm's gonna do a hefty sum to this Gliscor because Gliscor sucks, and it looks like Dracula, sort of. Gliscor goes down, I get -2, and right here, I'm kind of biting my nails. I'm kind of nervous right here because I only have one usage of Leaf Storm left, and here is the game move, and my Leaf Storm hits his Swampert, and that's game because Swampert doesn't like Leaf Storm. I don't know. The Swampert won't like this Leaf Storm. It just absolutely rips him apart, gets shredded by leaves, and Swampert goes down, and that is the match. Good game. Good game.